One of the most important tenets of criminal law is that the defense bears no burden, right? It's a cornerstone of our criminal justice system that prosecutors must prove someone's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, and the defendant does not have to prove anything. This relates to the defendant's right to remain silent, their right not to incriminate themselves, right? The defendant doesn't have to get on the stand and testify. They can simply remain silent. The defense does not have to prove anything. But there's one scenario, or there's a couple scenarios, but one that we're going to talk about today where that can change, and that's called an immunity motion. So a lot of times, if we're dealing with a murder case or even a battery or an aggravated assault, it may be that when we're meeting with that client, we hear a truly horrific story of someone who had to use an act of violence to defend themselves or defend their families or defend their homes. And for whatever reason, law enforcement wasn't able to know that or able to determine that from their investigation. And it's tragic, right? No one wants to have to take those kind of steps and use violence to defend themselves. But sometimes it happens. And if it does, there is something that we can file called an immunity motion. What that means is that we're arguing to the court, hey judge, my client should be immune from prosecution because Georgia law allows citizens and people that are in the state to defend themselves, to stand their ground if they are attacked or threatened, and that's what my client was doing. And if you win that immunity motion, then the case is over and the prosecution cannot proceed because the judge has ruled that this person who suffered through this horrific incident is immune from being prosecuted and the state cannot go forward.